This car sucks! I'm an idiot. Bye-bye Bentley. I feel like we've been here before. Hopefully this is a simple fix.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
In today's episode, we're going to share the chronicles of how a simple alignment resulted in a $4,000 multi-month disaster, and the cherry on top is it was all my fault, which you can see right at this moment. Before anyone chirps in, yes, I should disconnect the battery. Let's pretend I did there. And I'm going to break something if I keep messing with it. Oh, this is an unmitigated disaster. And the moment of truth. Sorry, Bentley, I screwed you up. 1 month ago, I was high on life rounding the finish line of the Bentley Arnage project. Mechanically, it was sorted. I felt really good about things. The wood grain was back in. The stereo was fixed. Other than an airbag light, the car was dialed. So I decided, let's do the final paint correction, ceramic coating. Let's get this thing ready for its glamour shots, get it listed, and sell it. The ceramic coating and the paint correction turned out absolutely incredible. You can see the 50-50 shots. The car just shined bright purple and earned its nickname of Barney. I was really pumped on it. And I did some finishing touches like the color match center caps before filming one last video going into the cost breakdowns of everything, which you can see here. I think this is where we call it quits. I'm also at $29,453. So basically let's call it 30 since I know I'm missing stuff in that number, which means I'm getting up there. I probably won't get that money back. I then threw the keys to some of my friends and said, hey, before I list this, shake it down for me. Let me know if I'm missing anything. Also just like enjoy it. You never really want to buy a car like this, but it's awesome to borrow it. So enjoy having a friend with a Bentley. This is a friends with benefits kind of situation, and just drive it like you stole it. And first I lent it to my good friend Braden, who took some amazing photos here after his car broke down on a drive. So he not only had transport, but I got the pictures in front of the Ghirardelli Square and at nightlight and some after hours events too. That was awesome. Then my good friend Sean, the producer for Cars and Bids, needed to go to LA for a work trip, went down the PCH, went up to Good Vibes Breakfast Club, went to Beverly Hills, did all the LA things you could with an Arnage. He also felt like $1 million, but he recorded some feedback for me on what he liked and didn't like about the car. I'll give you the non-edited full-length version here.
Very fun. Nick, you're
Handsome and intelligent.
The two things I will say about the car, I'm surprised Nick has not got an alignment yet, because I do feel like an alignment would just take it up a notch for its just drivability, and it smells like a dead animal in here.
I was flattered by Sean's compliments, so I took his advice to heart, bought an air freshener to make the car smell better, then took it over to a local alignment shop to try to get it fixed up. The alignment shop got it all taken care of except for getting the steering wheel straight because the tie rods were seized, so I took matters into my own hands for that. All right, and the wheel is crooked. This is like straight right now, but you can see it's cockeyed, so I'm just unbolting this and we're gonna move it slightly over because the tie rods are seized and there's no other way to do it other than spending thousands of dollars to adjust the steering wheel position. So here's before. We'll do this. There's afterwards, straightened it out. So we'll button it up, take it for a test drive, and make sure we got this righty right. Before anyone chirps in, yes, I should disconnect the battery. Let's pretend I did there, but I'm just tired of working on this thing, so I'm taking shortcuts. All right, and I'm happy with that, or at least good enough. It's pretty straight. And I'm gonna break something if I keep messing with it, so time to go home and button it back up. Well, this is a disaster. The clock spring exploded. It's all like shredded up here from me doing it wrong. Destroyed this even worse trying to fix it. So the car is bricked. It ain't going anywhere. I gotta find some parts. Arr, matey. We rebuilt this thing for probably the 6th time. Each time I rebuild it, it seems to get worse. The first time it was just an ABS light. The second time I put it back in, the ABS light was there and a brake pressure light, which started to disable the car. The third time I put it back in after rebuilding it, the horn was permanently on and goes, "Arr!" And then the last time, now the car won't even run or turn on or do anything. Well, the accessories will turn on, but the engine will start and immediately kill because it senses a problem. So really made a bad problem worse. One last time, let's give it a shot. If this doesn't fix it, I ordered a new clock spring already from Flying Spares, $637.18. I'm an idiot. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So we'll see if we can get this. I'm gonna replace it anyways because it's all like frayed and screwed. But if we can drive it to the mechanic instead of flatbed it, that would save some money and time. So wish me luck. All right, and it's all back together, and at least the horn's not going off. So the big moment of truth is what'll happen. All right, foot on the pedal. It's still killing it immediately. I don't have the ABS light on anymore, which is a positive thing, so it could be something totally different at this point. But yeah, it's like cutting it off right away because of brake pressure. So I think no dice, but at least I got it back together for the mechanic when the new clock spring gets in. And it's gonna just sit here, and I'm gonna have to daily this bad boy. Don't mind the door ding guard here, but she did. And the old toasted one is off and looking terrible. Sonny, thanks for your help. Time to do this. And that took literally like 7 minutes maybe, because I've done it so many times. So I'm gonna turn the camera off on this one because I need to focus, but all right, you can see there, just snaps back in. That was pretty easy. This thing right here, you remove once it's all lined up, and that just holds the clock spring dead center. So as long as you don't turn it, you can't screw it up. Famous last words. So let me start to reassemble everything. All right, moment of truth. It's all back together. This janky key. And let's see here if we can get her. All right, I already see lights that I don't like. So these brake pressure ones. It's still doing all of that like before. I really hope this is just ran out of gas again, and that's why it's cutting out, but I'm putting in 3 gallons just to rule it out. Moment of truth number 2. See, it's doing it. It's just dying right away. It doesn't make any sense. Well, on that note, it's time to admit defeat. I started with a simple problem in alignment, then trying to fix that, I broke my clock spring. Trying to fix that, I apparently busted either power steering pump or a brake pressure pump or something with the hydraulic fluid system. So sometimes when you fix things yourself, it goes great. You save a lot of money. You feel really proud of yourself. And sometimes like this, you spend hours and hours and hours, make the problem 10 times worse and 10 times more expensive. Maybe it washes out in the end. This one certainly feels like a big loss. So kind of humbled, but that's all right. Off to Eli's. Hopefully they can figure it out. I'm hoping this isn't too expensive because I'm already over budget what I planned. I'm in at over 30 and I don't think it'll, I'm guessing that's sort of a good result for this thing. So this is just going to be a financial loss here. I'm a little bummed, but after a few more weeks of waiting, I decided I had to find a new mechanic and did some research on Yelp to find a place called European Coach about 20 miles away from me, willing to take on the project. They were going to charge me a premium for fixing my own mistakes and said they don't like inheriting someone else's project, but they helped me out in a pinch, which I really appreciate. The car got flatbedded there, and within the next day, they started ripping everything apart and said, brace yourself for $3,000 to $5,000 worth of repair bills. We're going to have to take apart the dash, trace all of the wiring between the ignition and the ECU, and figure it out. But we think it's an electrical short, probably from some idiot who was working on the airbag system without unplugging the battery like you're supposed to. They didn't actually say that, but they certainly probably felt that way. And lo and behold, it was indeed my fault that all of this happened. Hallelujah! It runs, it drives. Thank you to European Coach here in Miramar. Since my normal mechanic couldn't get me in, I think you might have a new customer here. Still got some warning lights, but we'll figure that out. And as I'm driving it home, the check engine light just came on. So, God, this car sucks. But at least it's running again. Not a fan right now, but something, at least it's moving forward. Stay tuned for more. Let's see if some of these clear on their own. I will also just use my code clear scanner tool thingy to get rid of the check engine light. Maybe I'll try disconnecting the battery to see if the ABS light kind of just goes away after a hard reset, as this car's been through a lot of trauma. But I agree with the mechanic. Let's make sure the wiring harness is fixed first before we start chasing the other lights that are mostly just annoying, but not actually a deal breaker in terms of actual driving dynamics. So Bentley is functional once again. Probably shouldn't have done this, but I cleared the codes while driving. The check engine light didn't come back. The ABS and brake lights are still there. Sean, our producer, if you're listening, this is all your fault. It was your idea to get in alignment after driving my car. So, no rush, buddy, but gonna need you to Venmo me. It is time to pamper the gal a little bit, give her a bath, and see if we can rebuild our relationship, maybe get on good terms with each other. So, nice little foam can in here, just letting the dirt do its thing. It's not that dirty since it didn't move, but it was outside, it's been wrenched on, fingerprinted. So let's have some fun experiences with this car once again. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because in the next episode we'll go check out an SLR, and then I'll let Sean drive yet another one of my vehicles and hope he doesn't catastrophically ruin it. Goodbye.